Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let me say this. There's some issues with the internet, right? We know this. So if you want this reading, you just gonna have to hang in there because there's some things going on, but I'm still gonna read these readings. And if the screen goes black, just fast forward through it. That's all I can tell you to do. Okay, because I'm not gonna stop doing the readings. We just gonna have to roll with it. Okay. All right. So welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we are doing Scorpio's weekly reading. Okay, don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you like to book a personal reading, link is in the description box below. Also, if you want me to read you live at the end of my all signs, which are on Sundays and Thursdays, that information is in the description box below as well. It's the same link. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. Like I said, if it goes out, just hang on there, and I will be back. Okay, I am back. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, we have the card. I pulled the card off camera. I'm still working, even when the screen goes black. I'm still doing what I need to do. So we got roller skates showing up here. It says sealed happiness release. Unlock sealed happiness and release the constraints of adulthood. So this is about you learning how to have a good time, Scorpio. I feel like you focus a lot on what you need to do, but I feel like you have an inner child inside of you that is getting tired of it just being the status quo, and it wants you to put on some roller skates or whatever it is you need to do, pick up a pool stick, whatever it is you need to do, and have a good time. Okay, so we've got on hold here. This is what's clarifying this card. Okay, it says resisting surrender. Okay, delayed tactics. This can talk about a lack of focus. Okay, you stalling. There are some things that y'all need to do in here, like walking away from certain people, because this is the hangman reverse. So it's Pisces energy, and it's talking about looking at things from a different perspective. Take your pick. Okay, either you're not walking away from who you need to walk away from, people, places, people, person, places, things, whatever. Or this can talk about, you needing to look at things a certain way and you're not doing it. You could be resisting what is happening. Okay, you say you want certain things, you say you want relationship, you want all these things. It's going to be uncomfortable. This voyage, this journey you're on to get into this healthy relationship with this person is going to be uncomfortable, Scorpio. It's not going to be like I said, I hear my future so bright. I gotta wear shades. So Spirit is telling you, you got a bright future, but you're gonna have to fucking hurt a little bit to get there. It's gonna be uncomfortable a little bit to get there. Sometimes you're not gonna want to do what you need to do, but if you want this person or you want your life to turn out a certain way, you're gonna have to go through what you need to go through to get there. Like I said, hell with gasoline drawers on, whatever you want to say. Okay. This is about you learning how to balance yourself out with temperance. It's Sagittarius energy. You have Sagittarius placements. There's a lot of Scorpios that have a Sagittarius placements in my collective. Okay, I am one of them. It is talking about, like I said, perfecting balance to becoming one. You and this person learning how to become one unit and working together when you come together, right? So it's a soulmate card. So it's talking about your person coming, right? Learning how to find peace alone, and then transferring that over into the relationship with this new person, and both of you learning how to find peace, harmony, and balance together. Okay. Like I said, temperance is also about, I always tell you this, taking lemons and making lemonade out of lemons, right? So this is what this is about. You're going to be going through these hard times, right? And you got to understand that it ain't going to fucking feel good. It's transformation. Transformation never feels good, but shit, you know better than anybody, Scorpio, because we go through it all the time, death and rebirth all the time. And then not only that, Spirit puts us in people's lives, and we're the catalyst for them to go through death and rebirth, right? And they always looking at us crazy, and we ain't in control of that. We just, if you come in here, or we come to you, or whatever, for whatever reason, you're gonna have to go through it too. It's just, that's just the way this goes, right? The way the cookie crumbles, if you want to say that. So we have a repetition here. This is the 8 of coins. It says over and over. So it says boring, complacent, okay, repetitive, all work. What did I just tell you? Didn't I just tell you this is about you needing to have some play? Okay, and this is talking about me too, because all I fucking do is work. And like I said, for me, it's not work. That's why it doesn't click sometimes to me that this is all I'm doing is this, because to me, this is not work. But I'm using myself as an example for you to see that Spirit gets on to me too. They getting on to me right here, telling me the same thing that they're telling you. Some of y'all are overworking yourself. You're not having a good time. You're not finding balance in your life. And that's one of the things you have to do in order to be ready for this relationship with this person. Because when this person comes in, what you gonna tell them? I love you, but I got to go over here and work. I got to work, right? Because that's all I do is work. I don't know how to have a good time. Is that what you're gonna tell your person? Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get this other card. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? Hey, what is this? WeTV? Hey. So we have accountability showing up here. It says someone needs to take accountability for their actions. It may be you, your partner, or both of you. Acknowledging the effect of your behaviors allows you to move forward. So this could be talking about you and the Dusty Crusty. It could be talking about some of you if you had a false start with your soulmate, if they may have come in, or the two of you came together prematurely or something, and something fell apart, okay? Somebody may need to come in and take accountability. It could be you, it could be them, it could be the both of you, okay? But like I said, what you want from the other person, you got to be willing to give it too. So if this was a situation where you both did wrong, you need to make sure you taking accountability as well. But you need to make sure they taking accountability too, okay? It can't just be all you, and it don't need to be all them if you both made a mistake. But if it was one-sided, then, like I said, I'm not saying there's nothing. If you know you didn't do anything wrong, I'm not going to sit here and tell you need to take accountability, but you need to hear this person out. If you want to be in a relationship with them, you want to start over with them, you're going to have to allow them to say what they want to say, or, do whatever it is that they're wanting to do to make it up to you. But I told you, it shouldn't just be lip service. There needs to be change to their actions. Whatever they did, they need to be showing you that it's not going to happen again. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is going to be a message from your future self and talk about what's going on. And I'm pretty sure, of course, your person's going to pop up in it, because that's what normally happens. That's what happened in the Capricorn reading. Okay. Okay, this is for Capricorn spirit. Okay, I hear slow down. Slow down. I just want to get to know you. Hey, look. It says stall. Some of you are going too fast. Okay, you trying to get to what you want. And I get it, because we obsessive. And when we have a goal, right? Can't nobody fucking out obsess us. We know that, right? We know that. Okay, one Scorpio to another. You know that. That's how we are. But we gonna have to bring it down a little bit. It can't just be what they say, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Remember from The Shining? That was the sentence he was typing over and over again. Y'all know I read the book too. If you saw the movie, the Jack Nicholson version of the movie, That was the sentence he was typing over and over and over again when he was starting to lose his mind in The Shining. That was just a little fun fact for you. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get these messages from Spirit. Okay, so, okay, what does Scorpio need to spend more time in? Okay, you getting the same card as Capricorn. So some of y'all, either your person got Capricorn placements, you could have Capricorn places. We getting similar stuff. Or if you got Capricorn placements, you need to go back and watch that Capricorn read. Okay, we got the Knight of Cups showing up here. Water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is talking about your person coming towards you with, you know, a love offer, heart on their sleeve. They're coming in to tell you the truth. So if there was some type of issue between you and this person, right? They are coming in to take accountability. If it was all on them, they are coming in to take accountability. If it wasn't all on them, they're coming in to take accountability for their part in the breakdown. Okay. All right. Then we got the Three of Pentacles here. This person wants to build with you. Okay. They see you as their be all end all, their ride or die. Right. And, you know, they're closing out old cycles with the world. I feel like you need to be doing that as well. You need to be overcoming personal challenges so you can open up these new doors and opportunities to, you know, for yourself. You and this person are going to come together, have money, love, legacy, the whole 9 yards, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. Like I told you, this is a something that's destined, but you can fuck it up by not doing what you need to do. There is a contract in place where certain things have to go down on your side that you have to do, and there are things that your person has to do as well. I feel like your person is doing everything they're supposed to do. You need to be checking in with yourself and making sure you're doing that as well. Because like I said, you can sabotage this as well. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands showing up here. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's talking about taking a risk. But in order to take that risk and have this 10 of Pentacles, like I told you, this is money and love and legacy. Okay. You gotta close out those old cycles. You gotta walk away from things that you need to walk away from. You need to heal whatever it is you need to heal. In other words, you need to do the work, not work like working. Right? Some of you could be, look, you could be obsessed with healing yourself. And Spirit is like, God damn it, stop. Take a break. Not don't do it, but take a break. Okay. All right. That is cracking me up. Because I told you, nobody obsesses like a fucking Scorpio, baby. That's one thing I know. If we set our mind on something, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. We gonna will that shit into fucking existence. That's just the way we are. Okay, look, this is my thing. Okay, what's with the hopeless thing? All right, you gotta stop fucking, you know, what is the word? Like acting all miserable, like this person is not gonna show up. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, Scorpio, the person is gonna show up. But you gotta do your part. I keep telling you, this is co-creation. You and this person are co-creating together, and it's being overseen by Spirit, right? And by God. And so you have to do what it is that you're supposed to do. Some of you are feeling guilty about things that happened to you in the past. These things need to be taken care of. You need to look at them, go back, deal with what you need to deal with, feel them feelings, cry, whatever you got to do, scream it, fight, whatever it is you got to do to get this stuff out of you so that you can free yourself up to move on, okay? I hear if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. So this person coming in, they're gonna be your best friend. Like I said, you're my best friend. So it says you could spend hours doing nothing together and still call it the best date. Just being together is more than enough. This is how you and this person are gonna feel about each other, right? But you got to be in the right mindset as well. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay. All right. So your future self is telling you need to spend more time getting ready, right, for this second chance with judgment, okay? Looking at yourself, looking at what it is. This is your energy, right? It's our energy. It's talking about second chances, right? Second chances at love. You need to spend more time preparing yourself for this second chance. That's what I feel like your higher self is telling you. So if you got to cry over spilled milk, go ahead and cry over that spilled milk, but you're not supposed to marinate in it, okay? Because I'm looking at this rain. This rain is like tears to me, right? You got to have your time and let it go. Because you know we like to hold on to shit. Okay? I can say that to you because I'm a fucking Scorpio. We like to hang on to some fucking shit. Okay? That is something I feel like in this lifetime, a lot of us need to learn how to get over. To let things happen and then just say, okay, this shit just happened. Let me let it go. Because you forgiving the other person or getting over it, it's not saying that what they did right. It's not giving them a leg up. It's none of that. It's about you. It's about you clearing out your energy so you can have this second chance at love. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? In your future self. Okay, there we go. Look, we can't have no Scorpio reading without these dusties and crusties, right? So we got shady dealings. It says there's money, influence, or power, changing in hands in a way that isn't meant to be traced, right? You're about to step to this family energy with this new person, right? Fertility, pregnancy, parenthood, or combining families, and you and okay, I'm back. So, like I said, either this is you and this person coming together, creating a family together, blending families together, take your pick. If you're not of childbearing age, it can talk about you creating, coming together and like birthing a business or something like that. But there's something's going to be birthed, whether it's a child or it's an actual like creative pursuit you and this person have together. Okay. You're coming together to do something. Okay. You got this old person showing up here I told you with the shady dealing card, right? I feel like this is just them trying to cheat you out of some money. They're trying to get access to money that they know that you have coming your way, because they know this is why they're trying to stick their foot in the door when you're trying to close it, right? So you can move on with this other person, because they know you have, money coming, and they want to get in the way of this person so that they can, because they think they're going to reap the rewards and they're going to reap the benefits. But what they don't realize is that if they step into your energy, ain't nobody going to have nothing if you allow them to step into your energy. Let me say that. So we have lost identity here. So it's talking about you were never meant to trade your voice, your passions, or your powers, or your power just to keep someone by your side. This is what we did in the past, right? We gave away parts and pieces of ourselves in order to try to keep somebody there. You ain't got to fucking do that. To do that, look, we fucking magical. Just breathing and being in our own body. Okay? We the done data, just like that. And that's what you got to start to understand about yourself. Because I keep telling you, people will tell you that. I've had so many people try to make me believe that I am not the magical creature that I am. And let me tell you the truth, Scorpio, you a magical creature too. Okay? Let me tell you that. Okay? So I hear that, oh, that song. This is a song my 5th grade teacher used to sing this song to us. It was a song she created, and it said, special, I'm special, 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 I'm special. That's the song that's playing through my head. Look, Spirit is, they digging deep for these songs today. So I'm saying all of this to say, you're special. You have to believe that you're special. You have to understand that you're special, that you're unlike anybody else, okay? Some of you got to counteract what the fuck other people were trying to do to you, because I told you they were trying to chip away at you. And so for some of you, before you get into this connection with this new person, you're going to have to put yourself back together. I hear all the king's horses and all the king's men, could never put, or it took all the king's horses and all the king's men to put Humpty Dumpty back together again, right? So this is Spirit saying you're going to have to use all your resources to build yourself back up. Because you were meant to come here. You were meant to shine. You were meant to shine and be bright like a diamond, right? You were meant to be like that. But there were people, I told you, where when you pull it off, when you pull it off and you show everybody your light, it's like, oh my God, Scorpio, like that. That's the kind of light y'all fucking carry within yourselves. And so Spirit is trying to tell you, you got to get back to that. You got to do things to, like when you do things to make yourself happy, okay, you go and have a good time. You go put on some roller skates and go roller skating or rollerblading or whatever makes you happy. Like I said, pick up a pool stick, whatever the fuck you do to have a good time. You add to that light. You build it back up. Because I told you there were people in your lives in the past that tried to dim it, right? So this is why you're single right now. Because it's about you stepping into that self-love and building yourself back up. All right? After all these people, all your life, some of y'all for decades tried to tear you down. Okay? All right. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so locked up. That's what I hear. This person that tried to do dirt for some of you. This is not going to be everybody's message. The person that was living a double life, that was fucking around with some other people that had a roster, that may have been married and had a child or children. This person living that double life that tried to come in your face, they are facing their consequences right now. They could actually be locked up. They could be going to court. It's going to be different for all of you, okay? So whatever this was that this person was doing, that I told you what they did to you, they was doing it to other people too. And so now karma has come back to bite them in the ass, okay? All right. So you're going to be living the dream. This is going to be your karma as long as you do what you're supposed to do, Scorpio. In divine time, and Spirit is telling you, you're going to be living the dream with your person. Look at how y'all looking at each other. It says, living the dream is not a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. So look at that. Look at that. Look at y'all all up there. Scorpio, you little funky thing, you. You know what you look. You know what it is. Okay. It's talking about, I don't know why I did that. It's talking about what you need to spend less time. Okay, we got the Fool and the Queen of Cups showing up here. So it's talking about getting ready to take the leap of faith. I feel like a lot of y'all, we daredevils. We ready to do that fucking shit. Right? Your person could be one too. Because I'm looking at these pancakes, how somebody about to jump off the pancakes. Hey, Alec, they about to jump off the damn pancakes off the side of the damn thing here. Okay? So I cliff diving. Why do I hear cliff diving? Some of you, your person could cliff dive, you could cliff dive. I don't know who that's for. Take it as it resonates. We got the Queen of Cups here. I told you this is your energy, and it's talking about you having a lot of love to give. We know you ready. You're going to be ready when it comes time for you to get into this connection with this person. So Spirit is saying, spend less time worrying about that. You got to spend more time focusing on yourself. Let me see what specifically they want to tell you. Yeah. Set them boundaries, Scorpio. It says this is about you saying no, drawing the line, and saying enough is enough. I feel like you don't have a problem, Scorpio, setting boundaries when it comes to somebody that you don't really care about. I feel like the problem comes when you got feelings for somebody. It's hard for you to slow down, say what it is you got to say, because you don't want to step on this person's toes. In the past, when you've, stepped into who you truly are, and you've done this to people that you've had feelings for, you've gotten the short end of the stick because you tried to be true to yourself and you've gotten punished for it. And I feel like, now you're having to go back and learn this lesson. Some of you were in relationships with people where you were afraid to leave, Spirit is saying, okay? Saying you were staying because you were saying better the devil than the one that you don't, right? But we can't live life like that. If it's time for somebody to be canceled, Spirit is saying, go ahead and do what you got to do, okay? All right, the next card we're going to take a look at talks about what you need to remember, okay? Let's see. Okay, we got the Hierophant here. This is Taurus energy, and we also have Queen of Swords, okay? Air sign is someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Spirit is telling you need to remember that you have things that you repressed, right? Things that people tried to tell you, tried to beat you down with, things that they did to you, that you need to make sure you're digging up. Look, skeletons. See, that's what I'm saying, like skeletons in your damn closet, that you need to open the damn door and let these bastards fall out so you can bury them, okay? Heal them, bury them properly, and move on, okay? Then we've got with the Hierophant. This is about you learning how to commit to yourself. I told you Capricorn got the same message almost, okay? Learning how to heal, heal yourself and commit to yourself so that you can show up the proper way in this new relationship with this person. Because I keep telling y'all, the relationship with other people, especially with your romantic relationship, is only an externalized version of the relationship you have with yourself, okay? Some of you got trauma wounds. Hey, Sexy Sarah. Some of you have trauma wounds, okay? You know what I'm talking about here. If you were, SA'd or something happened to you as a child, take it as it resonates. My heart goes out to you if this has happened to you. But Spirit is saying any kind of sexual abuse that may cause depression, anxiety, and or anger as an adult has to be dealt with, because this gonna fuck your shit up. This is gonna have you where you're not gonna be able to open up to your person, okay? And we all about that. You know what? The schmecks, right? We all about that, right? So you gotta open yourself up and get yourself together. Some of you could be, because of what happened, you could be numbing yourself out in some type of way, but that's not the way to deal with it. You gotta dig it up. Some of you, this is what these skeletons are that are in your closet, okay? It's gonna be different for everybody, but for some of you, this is what it is. And you got to deal with it. You have to get uncomfortable in order to have what it is you want. In order to have healthy, it requires you to get uncomfortable to get there. Okay? All right. Because see, you got this soulmate bond that's coming your way. Spirit is saying. You're welcome, Sarah. You funny. So we got everybody keeps talking about the Dusties, because I said Dusties and Crusties. Okay, you got the friend zone card here and the soulmate bond. So you got a soulmate coming where you and this person are going to start out as friends, okay? And it's necessary for you to start out as friends because you need to get to know them. They need to get to know you. Like I said, I keep hearing that. Look, what is it, L'Oreal, and I'm worth it or whatever. Spirit is telling you you're worth somebody coming in this way and wanting to do this. And this is what this person wants to do. They want to show you. They want to court you or be courted by you. Take it as it resonates. They want to do the things, all the things that you've always wanted somebody to do for you, but you have to stand back and allow them to do it. Okay? You can't want somebody to court you and then try to fucking control it at the same time. Come on, Scorpio. We control freaks. But with this, you're going to have to let it go and allow this person. Like I tell you, if a lot of y'all are like me, you want to get into a relationship where you can be in your feminine energy, whether you're male or masculine or feminine, don't matter. And you want to allow your person to be in the masculine, right? So in order to do that, you're going to have to step back and allow this person to do the courting, to do the things that they want to come in to do, okay? You're going to have to do it. All right. Next card we're going to take a look at talks about what you need to remember. This reading is so similar to Capricorn. So we got the Hermit showing up here. This is Virgo energy and the Six of Cups. Spirit is telling you to remember that this was a past life connection with this person. You and this person come together in every lifetime to finish out your lives together. Okay? It could be, like I said, it could be them coming to you. It could be you coming to them. The specifics could be different, but you always end up together. But also Spirit is telling you, you need to remember that you got to heal yourself, okay? That being single is not a curse. You get a similar message as Capricorn. Being single is not a curse. People like to tell us it is, right? I told you they like to punish single people, right? How does it make any sense when you go on a trip that you in a room by yourself and you got to pay more money because you in a room by yourself? But a room where there's two people in there, they pay less because they got to pay per person. That's like weird. That shit like that to me is weird. Where single supplement. What single supplement? You're one person. You using less electricity. You using less water. You using hell. You might only use half the damn bed. Why you got to pay extra money for that? That makes no damn sense. So I'm saying all this to say, you got to stop picking up on these fucking social cues that people try to give you to try to make you think that because you're not in a relationship at this time, that there is something wrong with you, that you are flawed. That is not true. Okay? So we've got influences here. See, it says attachments, third parties, peers, these people that have been trying to brainwash you and make you think that who you are and how you move is not okay. Okay, I'm back again. So, like I said, a lot of you were settling. Hey, Joni, how you doing? A lot of you were settling, right? Dealing with people who are telling you that who you are and how you move is not okay. So that's the thing. If this is what they telling you, then for you to stay with these people, you fucking settling. I don't care if they friends. I don't care if they family members. I don't care. If you came out of the person's body, if they're not treating you the way you deserve to be treated, Scorpio, time to let it go. Time to drop them. Time to let it go. That's what Spirit is telling me. That's what I see in my head. Somebody just letting some shit go. Okay? Because the time this being left out in the cold with this five of Pentacles shit, it's over. Okay? The rejection, because this card talks about rejection, right? Somebody ghosting you, leaving you on red, doing all these things, acting like you're supposed to always be here to clean up their mess or to be here when they don't have nobody else or whatever. All of that, that's it. It's enough of that. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you in your future self is trying to tell you. Okay, this is about you learning how to balance out your life, how to prioritize yourself and the things that you need. Okay, because there hasn't been enough of that. That's why we had that roller skates card, right? That's talking about you needing to have more fun. Okay, you not prioritizing yourself and your happiness, and you're wondering why your life is not more fulfilling than what it is. Okay, you look, let me tell you something. Let's just break it down like this. If you don't like the way where you live, you need to be making some fucking moves to move somewhere else. If you don't like the people that you're around, you need to start extricating yourselves from them fucking from their energy. Okay, if you don't like what you're doing for work, you feel like it's a soul-sucking job. Like I told you, I've been there. I know what it's like to wake up in the morning and be damn near tears or fucking crying, putting on your clothes because you know you got to go to work because you need to pay your bills. I've been there. All these things we talk about, I know. Because I used to wonder why the fuck I went through all the shit I went through in my lifetime. And I realized why. Because I wouldn't be able to talk to you about none of this with any type of certainty if I hadn't gone through it myself. Because I tell you all the time, you can talk to people about something till they blue in the fucking face. If they've never experienced it, they will never understand truly how you feel. So I had to go through all of it so I could come in here and talk to y'all about this because this is what I was meant to do. Okay? So if you know you working a soul sucking job, it's time for you to start to ask yourself, Scorpio, what needs to change for me to be for me to feel like sometimes this is what life is like with the damn roller skates. If you have to literally go buy you a pair of roller skates and start roller skating, that's what you need to do. If you need to dance for a half an hour a day, that's what you need to do. If you need to take yourself out and treat yourself in any kind of way, go take yourself to the movies, take yourself out to eat, take yourself to the gym, whatever it is, you have to start to make those changes, okay? You have to start to do that. You're never going to live a fulfilling life if you don't figure out what makes you happy and you don't prioritize that. And it needs to be above everybody and everything else. I don't care if you have kids too. You need to do some shit for yourself, because I keep telling you, you are teaching your children how they need to conduct their lives based on the way you conduct yours. Because trust me, you know you adults now and you remember how your parents moved, right? Because people be thinking, oh, little kids don't dance and little kids don't. We see, hear, and know everything when we're little kids, and you know that, right? Way more than what our parents think we do, or think we did, right? So I'm saying all this to say, learn how to prioritize yourself. Learn how to put yourself first, because if you want to get into a relationship where someone does that, how you gonna do that if you don't know how to do it? If you don't know how to do it for you, okay? Like I said, look, okay, take your mind out of the gutter when I say this, but make love to your damn self, Scorpio, to the point to where you good whether this person is here or you good whether they're not here, because you living your life to the fullest. That is what's going to attract this person to you. By you doing that, you are not telling spirit that you don't want this person. You're telling spirit, I want this person, but I'm showing you that I can live my life and be happy whether they're here or not. Okay? All right. Next card we're going to take a look at talks about what you need to, what is this, let go of? Is it let go? Hold on. I got to count because I done lost my thing. 1, 2. No, what you need to focus on. Okay. Okay. Here you go again. This is the second time the hangman is showing up. Okay. Pisces energy. You need to focus on letting go of certain things that you need to let go of, walk away from, whatever. Some of y'all, I'm telling y'all, it just keeps coming up. So if some of y'all, it's time to let it go. It's time to tell that person or place a thing goodbye and move on. Okay. Or you need to start making moves to distance yourself from it. Okay. If it's not something you can just drop like that, then start to plan how you're going to do it. Okay. The hangman can also talk about you starting to look at things from a different perspective, right? Because a lot of y'all, you want to be in this relationship with this person, but look at your energy. Look at how, look, you want to be in a relationship with somebody who comes with this type of funky energy. This is funky. You need to clean this up, Scorpio. Okay. Just like some of y'all go and take showers or take baths every day, you need to cleanse your damn energy. That's what spirit is telling you. Okay. All right. Then we got the Ace of Swords. Spirit is telling you it is time for you to focus on your truth. It's time for you to learn how to be aware of what is going on in your life with the Ace of Swords and with the hangman, so you know what it is you need to let go of. Okay, so you know what it is that you need to work on. Okay, all right, let's clarify. There you go, ride or die. Like I said, this person is not going to go anywhere. So if you know that they're not going nowhere, what is the rush for them to show up if you know you're not ready? Because like I said, I want to be ready when the person comes in. I don't want to be, because look at what's about to happen with y'all. It says ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good times. You're going to be having all this fun with this person. But it's a reward for you doing the tough stuff, you doing the hard stuff, for you going through the fucking going through hell with gasoline drawers on, for you doing all the uncomfortable shit. Okay, the ascension, whatever you want to call it. All right. Okay, the next thing we're going to take a look at is talking about the lessons you're going to learn. Okay, you are going to learn how to choose the right people, how to use your discernment to figure out who is right for you with this Three of Swords, right? Because this can talk about heartbreak, breakup, separation, but lately when it's been coming up, what Spirit is talking about is about you making the choice, right? You looking at the new and the old and deciding who is best for you based on how they treat you, how they make you feel, and not what the fuck you giving to them. Because that's why a lot of you were just letting anybody into your energy, because you were looking at it from your viewpoint, what you're giving to them. And if you look at it from that way, everybody looks like a viable option, right? But if you look at it from who in the fuck is giving to me like I'm giving to them, who is putting me, treat me right like I'm treating them, who's putting me, on a pedestal or whatever, them the people. That's when you separating the wheat from the chaff. That's when you realizing who in the fuck you need to be dealing with and who the fuck you need to leave alone. Okay. All right. Then we got the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is about you learning how to create stability in your life. I tell all of y'all this as a collective, the whole entire collective, not just Scorpio. But like I said, you need to listen close, because this is your reading. Spirit is telling you, a lot of you don't know what true stability is, because you have been in unstable situations in some shape, form, or fashion all of your life, especially when it comes to relationships, whether they were romantic, love relations, family relationships, or they were friendships. Okay. So this is about you waking up and realizing where you're not. Because look, if you living paycheck to paycheck because you don't like your job, you're not getting paid what you think you should be getting paid, that's a form of instability, right? If you're not loving yourself enough to be able to make a way or find a way, because we can find a motherfucking way. If we really want something, we can do that, right? So that's why Spirit is giving you this message, Scorpio. So if you're not loving yourself enough to really sit down and think about, okay, what the fuck do I want? What's going to make me happy? Because this is what people don't understand. Even when you have kids, you have to put yourself first. Because when you put yourself first, you know how they say, happy wife, happy life? It's the same thing with anybody. If you come from a place of happiness, genuine happiness, because you are fulfilling all your needs, imagine what's going to happen to all the other people that are in your energy. They are all going to benefit from your happiness, right? So that's why I'm saying, that's why it's important for you to put yourself first. It's not that you taking away from your kids or you taking away from other people in your life. You have to give to you. You have to fill your cup up. I told you, if you don't fucking meet your needs, how can you expect somebody else to do that? You got to think about that. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. See, look, a lot of y'all going viral. Okay. It says visibility is off the charts. The energy is contagious. This moment has reached reactions, recognition. When you do what you're supposed to do, this is one of the rewards. These are one of the things you're going to get. You're learning how to go viral in your life, how to step into stability and go viral. Okay. In all the areas of your life, not just your work. Okay. All right. The next card we're going to take a look at, or next placement we're going to take a look at, talks about your potential. So look, there's a Hermit card again. Okay. I hear be all that you can be in the army. Like I said, some of y'all, either you been in the military, your person been in the military, you both in the military, whatever, take it as it resonates. Okay. With the Hermit, it is Virgo energy. It is talking about being the best person you can be. All right. This is your potential. You can be the best Scorpio you ever were. You can have the most stable life you've ever had, right? You're going to have to learn how to block out certain things and how to let other things in. Okay. If that's what this is about, right? So how to block them old dusties and crusties, right? And how to, with the commitment card, how to have, let in the marriage, let in the commitment, let in the promises, let in the fidelity. Because regardless of what we all be thinking all the time with our trust issues, everybody is not out to get us. Okay. And you got to start to think differently. You can't be thinking that all the time. Because I told you, whatever you thinking up here, that's what's playing out in your energy, in your little bubble. Everybody got their own bubble where their lives are playing out. And it has to do with what you're thinking. So if you think everybody, you can't trust them, then that's what people are going to come into your energy and show you. If you want a different experience, you're going to have to think about it in a different way. Okay. All right. The next card we're going to take a look at talks about your future self. So we got the Tower. You never a Scorpio reading. Look, we be showing up several times. It's like the third time. who showed up, because we had Judgment, we had the Tower, and we also had Queen of Cups. So your future self, you sitting in, this is talking about this Taurus Libra energy. The Empress is talking about you sitting in your divine counterpart energy, right? With the Tower, you tearing down old foundations and building a new foundation for yourself based on you sitting in this energy, right? You're welcome, sexy Tigger. Okay, let's clarify. So some of you were cheated on with this once a cheater card, and it's about you recognizing that and realizing not everybody gonna fucking do that to you. Even if every person you've been with has cheated on you, everybody's not a cheater. Okay, I'm gonna tell you just like I told Capricorn. You know how I know everybody's not a cheater? Because it's a whole bunch of y'all in here that never cheated on anybody, but people cheated on you, right? And you would never do that to anybody else, right? So that's how I know everybody ain't a fucking cheater. Okay. So we got exhaustion here. It says depletion, drain, long journey. This has been a long time coming for a lot of you. But Spirit is telling you to keep moving, keep going. You are getting to where it is you're trying to go. Okay. Some of you, this could be talking about the Dusty and Crusty, but it could be talking about you. You could, be okay, I'm back. So you could be trying to, put yourself together, right? You could be trying to get rid of the old identity and step into a new identity, right? But I feel like for a lot of you, this could be talking about, like, Spirit is telling you to take a page out of the old person's book, the one that's locked up for a lot of you, right? This person tried to live, a double life, right? And you can't do that. You gotta assume whatever your identity is gonna be. Like, look, you can't straddle. So what I mean by that is you can't have one foot in the old world where the Dusties and Crusties are, and then have another foot in the new identity where you getting ready to get into a healthy relationship with your person. You can't straddle the fence. You gonna either have to be both feet planted with the Dusties and Crusties, or both feet planted when it comes to this new person. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay. All right. I hear you, Casey. You funny. So we got the next card is talking about the message Spirit has for you. All right. And we're gonna pull out these cards because we gotta look. We need to know what we need to work on. Those of you be asking what you need to work on. That's why I pull these cards out all the time, because you need to know. How you gonna know what you're gonna do? It's doing that to everybody. It did it to Capricorn too. So we have burnt out. This goes right along with the roller skate card, right? It says you feel emotionally burned out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. Some of y'all, you know what I feel like it is? Some of y'all are working hard and you are trying your best to change your life, right? And you trying to make it happen fucking 10 years ago, right? Just like with the love, with the new person that's coming in. But some of this stuff, you're going to have to allow yourself a chance to take a break, because you don't want to burn out. You don't want to go so hard until when this person comes in, you can't even fucking enjoy them because you don't burnt yourself out trying to get there. Okay. So you have to allow yourself a chance to chill out, because sometimes Spirit be telling me I gotta chill. See, I have to listen to them because they will I told you they'll cut my channel if I don't do it. So I'm telling you the same thing. If you know you need to take a break, you need to make some time for yourself. Then we got ambivalent here. It says you say you want a lover, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want, Scorpio. Some of you don't even know who you are, okay? But you want somebody else to be in your life. You're not creating a healthy place for that person to be. if you don't know who you are and what your needs are? Because how can you tell them anything? How can you tell them what it is that you want out of a relationship, what you expect from them? How can you set boundaries and draw the line and stuff like that if you don't know what it is that you got going on? Okay. Then we got changing them. You getting the same fucking cards, almost the same cards as Capricorn. It says trying to change someone never works. Accept them as they are or move on. Okay. I'm gonna tell you like my one of my friends' mothers always used to say. She used to say, everybody got a pile of shit. Everybody has a pile of shit. You just got to figure out which one you want to step in. There is nobody out here who does not come with some kind of something. Okay. And you're going to have to figure it out. It could be a fucking in-law that just fucking sticks in your craw. It could be, you know, I don't know, they got a baby mama or a baby daddy or some shit like that. It could be anything. Okay. It could be something about them that you love the fuck out of this person, but something about them just fucking just irritates the fuck out of you. Everybody got shit. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. There's fairy tale relationships, but you're gonna be irritated too. It ain't gonna just be because, like I said, there's peaks and valleys in this life. Nothing is duality in this life. You cannot escape experiencing both sides. Because if you don't have one, you can't have one without the other. Because then that way you would, if you were happy all the time and playing fucking violins and singing and all this shit, you get bored. And the same thing, if everything was rough and tough and hard all the time, life would start to suck, right? You know this because a lot of us, that's all it seems like we've been experiencing, right? So I'm saying all this to say, you just got to understand that you, like I said, if something is bothering you about a person, instead of attacking them about it, you need to ask yourself, why is this bothering me? And deal with it from that end. That's what you need to do. Okay. All right. Let's get these messages from your person so we can close it out. Okay, we've got, oh, I'm in love with you. Okay, look, it don't get no better than that, baby. They in love. Okay, so we got, thank you, Sexy Sarah. We got, wow. This is what real love feels like. Like I told you, this person probably gave up on love before you came into their lives. Okay. And then when you came, it was like, you know, like that's, you know, that's my person's like soul recognizing soul. That's what I feel like. See, you make me feel like a kid again. Look, this person's gonna make you want to put on them roller skates, Scorpio. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay. Let's get this oracle card before we close it out. Okay, I've been thinking about you. Ooh, no. That's Frank Ocean. Okay, that's what that is. Do you think about me still? Do you? That's what I hear. So we got separation. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. A lot of you are already in separation with this new person, right? I'm gonna get you something else. You know I ain't gonna close y'all out like that. Make the effort. Look at how he grabbing her up. They little kids, and look, what did Spirit say? You make me feel like a kid again. Look at how he grabbing her up. Mine. That's what I hear. Okay. So Spirit is telling you great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Like I said, it may seem like you doing all this stuff and like, when is it gonna come? When is he here? And this and that, and when they coming or whatever. Hang on, Scorpio. Hang on. But you got to take your time too. And you got to have a little fun. Your life can't just be all work. I'm talking to myself when I say this too. It can't just be all work. You got to figure out some good times there. You got to put some good times up in there too. Okay? Because if you don't, you know, we can go for a long time, but can't nobody go forever. All right? That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Okay? All right, Scorpio, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you like to book a personal reading or you want me to read you live at the end of my lives on Sundays and Thursdays, all that information is in the description box below. Please have a good day. Good rest of your week. What is it? Week? Yeah, good rest of your week. I will talk to you soon. If you got Aquarius placements, that's who I'm doing next, but it's gonna be a few minutes because I gotta make sure that I gotta name the video and put the thumbnail up. Okay. All right, Scorpio, love y'all. Hang on in there. Like I told you, you are the Birkin bag. You the club everybody want to get into. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. Don't burn yourself out, okay? Because burnout, I've been burnt out before, and it's not what you want, okay? All right, love y'all. Hang on in there. Bye.